So what's on the agenda today, Adam?
So today
How are we gonna celebrate?
We're gonna reminisce. We're gonna take a look back. First off, heartfelt thank. I don't know which camera to look at. Too many cameras. Heartfelt thank you to everyone for getting me here, getting us here, getting you guys here. You guys own the channel. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for getting us to 10K. I actually never thought we'd get here. And it was actually a goal for this year. I can't believe I got here.
Oh, you did?
In 2019. Yeah, it was something. It was like a long, the beginning of the year. I made a little list of goals. This is the only one I've completed.
Oh, so you bought the bots then to subscribe.
The what?
The bots.
Yeah, I bought the bots.
We're reminiscing.
Yeah, I just thought we'd go back and take a look at early Adam Carra. Adam Carra Brawlout. Adam and Carra.
Oh.
Rivals of Aether Alpha Rad Brawlhalla? I've never seen this before, actually. How was the year without Adam? You're like, oh, it was great. I don't know what happened. Suddenly things are much worse now.
I don't remember. Were you gone?
The thing is, I visited like once every 3 months or something like that. Yeah, so it wasn't that
bad.
It was just like we hung out less as opposed to I was gone.
There were just things where it's like, oh, I want to go watch this movie, and Adam would love to go see it. We're like, oh, he's not here. I guess we'll go alone.
It's pretty much, yeah. I was like, Endgame was the one we didn't get to see together. That's the biggest bummer of me moving. Hey, thank you, Danny Fox.
Danny.
You're the best. Is there an alert for that? I have an alert box. YouTube streaming is garbo.
Maybe start our own streaming.
Never mind. I lied. YouTube's great. Have you been practicing your tech skill, Stefan, and wave dashing and spacing and mix-ups?
Yeah. I have.
Like, we just seem like two old people. It's crazy how old I feel. Like, do you feel that at all?
Kinda.
Or are you just so old that you don't even realize it?
I don't remember how old I am. Sometimes
I think about it all the time. Because, like, I'm on the internet a lot. And, like, what do you call it? You start to feel like this disconnect. Before, when I'm younger, watching the internet, it's like I'm just absorbing it all. And now, like, I'm older, I'm like, I don't care about this. I don't understand that.
I don't feel that.
You don't feel that?
I know there's the Zoomers are becoming conscious. They're becoming woke to the internet, and now they are rising up and becoming the new trendsetters. And millennials like us are already being boomers.
Yeah, it was funny, like, PewDiePie's meme review today just said something like, he's like, I like being stuck in between boomer and zoomer. He's like, I don't know what I am. And I was like, yeah, that describes like our generation. It seems like the next one, they planted their feet in the ground. They're like, we're zoomers. This is who we are. Been in a Fortnite dance. And then we're just like,
I
don't know. Can I get a job, please? I need money.
Please,
help. My college degree is useless.
I have anxiety and depression. I guess I should just masturbate again.
And then they're just like, okay, boomer. And we're like, we're not boomers. We're not that old.
Boomer is a lifestyle, all right? It's a mindset, not an age or a number.
What should we watch? Do we want to see a pivot animation? Has anybody? I guess we can see the views. Nobody's seen these.
34 seconds. They're very short.
I left these because these are like the older videos that I'm proud of. And also you can kind of see like the lead up to this video. This is probably like one of the first ones of mine you've seen, right?
Yeah, I think so. I guess.
Like, this is when I first was like, I want to make things and I want people to watch them. Like, the pivot animations, I was just fucking around. I just liked making animations. Or, honestly, I think most of my videos
Look how little you looked. Look how small. You're like a little boy.
Hey, $2 from Ismail Diaz. Thank you so much. Have money and do the dab, you boomers. Hey, Danny Fox with another 2 buccarinos. We main in Smash. And why is it Ganon? I don't main Smash. I mean, I don't main Ganon in Smash. If we're talking Ultimate, I would main Snake. If we're talking PM, we can say that on YouTube, right? Also Snake. And then if we're talking Melee, it's Yoshi. And then I don't care about any of the other Smash games. Yeah, we should do an IRL wave dash.
Try that, see if that works in a real fight.
Look at my stupid, gross chin with no beard. Doesn't it look weird now, guys? I don't know what it's like for viewers. That's how I feel. It really feels that way when I see that. It's like, what is wrong with my face? Like, this one's so, like, meta commentary because it's literally me trying to do a video and just, like, failing and I kill myself. Like, that's the premise. It's so dark.
Yes. It's people's favorite.
Hey guys, but that's like how I process, like, my own feelings or whatever. Because, like, it's, what do you call it? Like, it's something I felt, right? Obviously, I haven't killed myself.
Oh.
But, I make fun of like my own thoughts. I'm your favorite of the... Yeah, Watchmen here. We filmed a lot of good. They have, like, do you have like nostalgia for this place?
No.
Really? I guess because you lived there.
I live there.
For me, it's where I go and make fun.
There's so many
bad memories.
just videos that were filmed there. It's like there needs to be another house now. That's the only reason why we moved, just to have a new place to film.
Depends on category, I guess. If I had to pick like the favorite, it would be the it kind of is cheating because it's 2 videos, but in my mind it's like 1 video. Is the YouTube advice. I think that's my favorite out of all of them. Favorite Let's Play would be Rivals 2.
Oh, that really?
Yeah, that one's my favorite. Like going back and like rewatching Let's Plays and stuff, like that one, like to me stands out.
My favorite is the Overcooked.
Really?
I love
it. Was like my least favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
They're really funny because I'm in a wheelchair.
This is a favorite shot. Oh yeah, all of this is ketchup. This is all ketchup. It smelled so bad.
Yes, it smelled a lot like ketchup, exactly like ketchup, cheap ketchup.
Yeah.
But you see that there's a the fake.
Oh, there's a fake blood canister right there. I can't believe we let that there. Whatever. I love this. This is like a sponge or whatever.
Sponge.
We bought it like Michael's or Beverly's Craft or whatever. Yeah, I'm like just figuring out editing jokes. Like this is my advice for anyone who's like, how do I become a YouTuber? Is don't be afraid and just make stuff. Like that's what I see most creators say. Is just make stuff. Because what do you call it? It's gonna be shitty at first. Like this is all like it's gonna be, or it's gonna be shitty now because I'm still shitty.
Yeah, maybe you'll never get better.
So I guess how to maple. This is the first one, the one that started it all. I wonder what the comments are like.
First, a big one.
If there's been new comments, probably not. What I expected, in-depth, well-constructed overview of my favorite character. What I got, the difficult truth. But yeah, at this point in time with Rivals, like people were doing guides. Oh yeah, and this was shout-outs to Dolphin Brick. This video, we watched this. It's like my video is basically like not a shot-for-shot parody because it's 5 minutes and has actual information, but like I took a lot of the structure from this.
The whale dog.
Oh, you took from this?
Yeah.
This slippery trickster is Watertown's finest.
But like mine's way better because I'm just more talented than him. No. People are familiar with the Samantha running gag. It's like partially again like a lot of what I did for my early YouTube career is just make fun of myself.
Yeah.
I realize now because I had actually gotten over just like a actual breakup.
Yeah.
And I think this is like. Clearly, when I'm making these is like the point where I'm actually over it because I can now make fun of myself, and like the idea of like the person's making this video because they actually feel inadequate deep down inside, right?
Yeah,
and like somehow being good at Rivals will get them back together with Samantha. It is interesting, like the bigger you get, like the numbers, like when you first start out, right? Like, ooh, I got 10 subscribers from this video. That's crazy. Now it's like, I pay attention in the hundreds. Like, oh, I got 100 more or whatever. And I'm assuming, the higher you get.
What are you, at 10.4
10.4 is what I just said, yeah.
Yeah.
I stopped making these because I got tired because they started becoming all the same to me because they all have, like, the same structure. I think one of my biggest issues is I get bored real quick of doing the same thing over and over. And, like, I think if I were able to just stick to one thing, I'd probably be more successful as a YouTuber. But, like, that's not sustainable because I get burnt out like a lot of people get.
Yeah.
And so, like, my goal is to have people who do like my channel are used to just a variety of random-ass content. Yeah, I remember, like, when I first made this one, right? And it got, like, 1,000 views in, like, 1 week. I was like, holy shit.
Never had that
What have I stumbled upon? This is amazing. People are watching me. And then I made these and nobody watched. I'm like, oh. This was before Dan, like, knew me that well, and I thought that there was a short time there was the running gag of like Dan doesn't like me.
Yeah,
is the idea, right? Stop making videos. I forgot about that. Oh my god, I'm so skinny. If I had a beard, it'd be so good. Women would just be wet looking at me. Look how skinny I am. Wow. I wish I could be that.
I'm already wet. I'm like Arcane.
I just had a haircut and a beard. Everything is still the same since this patch. The dry cleaner shrunk my Arcane pajamas. Arcane is actually based off of one of my failed lab experiments. Every time someone uses bubble butt, I get an erection. These are great. I love jokes that I forget about because then I surprise myself. Another obvious influence is Donkey. If you can't beat this part's like so Donkey. Because Donkey like loves to make like these sounds when he's playing.
Splash you later.
Splash you, there it is. Splash you later.
Yeah.
That's in the game now. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah.
Splash you later.
Oh yeah, the Japanese video.
The Japanese video.
Do you remember this one?
I do. I remember like you got a huge spike from that, and it was yeah.
This was like the most ambitious thing. Like this was me
And it's
really,
really good.
trying to change it up. Like how can I be way different from everything I just did?
Yeah, and it's funny.
Oh yeah, so what I was gonna ask you is, how like much attention did you pay to my channel, like in the early days when I was just doing like these early Rivals ones? Like not at all, or were you aware? Like oh, Adam got 1,000 views or whatever.
Well, right when you told me like, hey, like people like watching it, I thought, oh, that's cool. I watched it. I would watch. I saw that it was getting up, but it's like it was probably like in the same way that you were feeling, just like, oh, I don't want to get too like, hey, I'm famous now. Just like, hey, some people are liking this type of video I'm doing, and it's like, all right.
Yeah, I'm just curious of what your perspective of it from the beginning to now. Like, is it the same? Would you say you look at it, or is it different?
Well, I think that it's I don't know, something that you can take more seriously.
That's for me.
That's
like hitting this milestone for like the first time, I'm like optimistic about my channel. Before, like,
well,
I think
was optimistic before that.
See, I would say I've not been up till like very recently, till like the everything wrong with Rivals video. That's when I was like, oh, I could do this. Like this is a real thing, as opposed to just me just dicking around. Yeah, I'm not streaming on Twitch because I don't stream regularly. This is just for like the 10K thing because I thought it'd be fun to like actually talk to you guys, have an actual back and forth while the channel's kind of just a one-way street. Like a lot of it was I wrote the script, so like the subtitles is like the script essentially. Then I'd put it in Google Translate to what do you call it, the like English word version of Japanese, with the English letter version, I mean, so that I could like pronounce it. I know my pronunciation's awful, like looking back, really bad. But yeah, so I would put it in there, and then I would just cut it off if it got too long. I just wanted the length to be like, it's more about the rhythm, because I know I'm not speaking Japanese. No one's gonna understand what I'm saying because it's not gonna be right at all. None of the pronunciation's gonna be right. So it was about the length and like the cadence of it rather than the accuracy. Yeah. Yes, Fun's been to Japan, guys. He actually just got back like a month ago. Or whatever.
I was there, and guess what? I met Japanese people. There was tons
I would hope
of them.
so.
There was tons. They were
everywhere.
Everywhere I looked.
They lived there.
Yeah, and then I felt big over there. So big, like they're women, and you're so small. You just are next to them. It's like I could destroy you.
Am I just Rivals only? Like for now, yes, but like the goal is to not get away from Rivals. Like Rivals will always be a part of my channel as long as it's a part of my life. I like other things. Like I like Rivals, but I love comic books. That's to me the big one. I really want this channel to have like lots of comic book content. And I understand that most of you guys don't like it. And so I want to try to make everybody happy. And that's why like I kind of cheated and with the custom characters, like I just start talking about comic books halfway through.
Flintstones.
Because that's like what I'm, currently super into at the moment.
Oh. I thought you were just into Flintstones. And that's it.
Well, I mean, that was the comic that I found interesting to talk about. Well, long story short, like
Roman
Rivals is the only thing that gets me views. Like to be cynical, it sounds so like, ooh, it's the only thing that gets me views. Like that's all I care about. But like, what do you call it? It's one of the main things because it's the only thing that's going to get me money. If I want to take this seriously, if I want this to be more than a hobby, I have to play the game. And I do have to care about views and numbers and things like that. And Rivals is the only thing that gets me subs, gets me views. Anything outside of that just bombs horribly. But it is my goal to eventually transition into like a more variety type channel. Because, I don't know, it's not that I'm sick of Rivals, is I'll get sick of making only Rivals things. Like making other things makes making Rival stuff more fun because it's variety for my sake. But I have ideas for more Rival stuff. Like I'm gonna continue making Rivals videos because I'm getting those views.
Oh, I know. We can do a cosplay. Just start making those.
Who just wears furry suits?
Yeah, just wear furry suits.
I've actually thought about that. No, here I'll tell you now my idea. This will be months before this gets made. What I want to do is a video that's like my recent talkie stuff, but you'll be there, hopefully, if you still like me. Where we do a deep dive, we look into the lore of Rivals of Aether, And the idea is, remember Nerdy Dirty? Like hardcore fans will know Nerdy Dirty, but most people don't know Nerdy Dirty. Is where we just talk about comics and stuff. Is treat Rivals kind of like that? Treat Rivals like a comic book where we go into the story. And like I have a different structure in mind of how I want to go about it. The idea is to look at the lore of Rivals, and hopefully that video people will like it. You know, we'll see how it goes. If I liked doing it and people like it, then I do that video. What do you call it? If people like that video, then they'll hopefully like other videos like that aren't about Rivals. But that's a way to transition into it, to see people, get people used to the format. Anyway, the Japanese video.
Yeah, the Japanese
was so
video.
fun to make. I just remember, like, this video was so confident about, like, the other videos before that, right? I'm like, I hope this is good. I hope people like it. I have no idea. But, like, I found a rhythm, and I was like, this idea is going to blow people's minds.
Yeah.
They're not going to see
It
this
came out the
coming.
right time.
It's like before that, I just did the guides.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to do something nobody had seen, basically. Oh yeah, what also another thing I would do is every once in a while I would insert an American word or like a, what do you call it, pronunciation to make it, I don't know, it just works.
Yeah.
And this is all just free stock footage you can get anywhere. Dressed up as Mario pissing. That logo was fun to make. Oh yeah, that's why I add is the super, because Japanese do that all the time.
Oh.
Yeah, see, the Furry Fighters bit didn't come till the sequel one. That one's it's just Rivals of Aether. Icicle Joe! I wonder, I think that's in Lovers of Aether.
Icicle Joe.
But it's not as exclusive, because like Dan just put out a tweet of like, what nicknames for Atlas do you want? And someone else submitted that on my behalf. So I don't know if they really put that in because of me.
Not real.
Oh yeah, so I'm behind the curtain right now. Like the camera's just on a tripod, because we bought rope from Home Depot and I'm a cheapo, and I didn't like the rope was way too short. Like the rope probably like goes to like right where the mouse is, like right here. Yeah, I'm like just behind him holding the rope up above, so it looks like it's hung
Behind the curtain. Yeah.
Yeah. This one's probably
I've
my
not seen it.
second favorite video. The classic Super Furry Fighters.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember, like, I just distinctly thought, like, I want to make a sequel. Oh, yeah, there's an accidental gag that I love, is every time someone says I don't speak Japanese, they get hit in the face. It wasn't on purpose. It just worked out that way.
Yeah.
Oh, a big influence of this was Far Cry Blood Dragon.
Yeah.
That was, like, I think probably the first one, too. But this one even more, because I try to copy like the same trailer voice. Like that's my voice, but it's like pitched down, so I cheat. Yeah, like the idea was this is the same game as the other commercial, but it's like the American localization where they like twist everything and make it, you know, about like their own political issues.
Yeah.
How did I make the logo? Oh, perfect timing. I was gonna bring it up, but here we go. It's really not that complicated. Like the actual Rival logo, right, is just the 4 elements. So I just took just a picture of fire, a cloud, water splash, and some vines. Like it's really not that good of a logo, but you see it so quickly, and the VHS filter helps a lot. Like I just used the 3D text in Photoshop. It's just got a border. It's purple. It's very simple. Like when you actually like look at it, if you know like any amount of Photoshop, this is not that hard to recreate. Oh yeah, this is what originally gave me the idea to do this commercial or video. Was Rivals had this new intro for their launch, I guess. Rivals must have launched near this time, but they had this like in the trailer or whatever, and so I was like, ooh, what if they had like an anime or like a, you know, an 80s cartoon of Rivals. That throw took so many takes to like get it to slide just right. I don't know if that zoom's real. That zoom's probably real as well. Oh yeah, look at your finger. I don't know why you did it. It's not that take. It's this one. You just let go. You move your finger off the button. Oh yeah, something about this video is we fucked up. My XLR cable was broken, so the audio is all in camera.
Oh yeah.
Which luckily since it's VHS, it worked out because it's lower quality. But that is a bummer. We could have had like better audio if it weren't for that. Because like you can hear the camera zooming in a lot of different parts. Because I can't hide it because I want like whatever sound we're making. What did you think? Was this the first time? I guess you saw the video, so you knew what Rivals was more or less before this.
I knew it was.
This is
because you were telling me about it. Like, hey, people like this furry
this
game
Rivals
that I'm
thing I'm doing. Yeah. Well, this is your first time playing it.
Yeah.
You already. No, you did it. You had it.
I did
Do
it?
it again.
Oh yeah,
okay.
reset.
Wait, what am I supposed to
Yeah.
do?
Look at the bar.
Honestly, if it didn't reset, these videos like wouldn't exist. Them resetting is like the best part about all the
about
tutorial stuff.
There we go.
Uh,
There we go.
Even though like none of the videos in the tutorial series is like my favorite video, like the tutorial as a series is like my favorite, like
Yeah.
one of the most favorite things I've done. That I get that a lot. Is it real? Yes, it's real.
I
You
did.
can't fake it.
Or is
Oh, okay. It's the other one.
it? Or is
Well,
it?
what I tell people when I'm like serious about it is Stefan just doesn't care. Stefan doesn't care about Rivals. He's not like Stefan's not making any effort to get better, nor should he. It doesn't matter.
Well, what's your thoughts on pineapples on pizza?
I'm neutral in that war. Yeah, I used to be no, but then I realized like I should be open-minded because I've never actually had it. I just like in my mind I was like, it doesn't make sense. You can't have pineapple on a pizza. And then I had it and I was like, this is fine.
What are you, Swedish?
Yeah.
You Swedish during World War II? Is
yeah,
that what you
that's
are?
how I am in this war. I am totally neutral when it comes to it. I'll eat it. It's not my favorite topping. That's what it feels like. So many people, it's like that's the topping they'll die for. Like I need pineapple on my
Really?
pizza. That's why there's this war. Why so many people care, and then so many people hate it. Like it's the worst top. And I'm just like, it's fine. It's a topping.
It's a weird topping. Why not put toothpaste on there?
Have you had it?
A toothpaste on pizza? No, I've
No,
never had that.
pineapple.
Yeah,
You hate it?
it's not It's not pizza then. It's like this is like a salad. So it might as well be like a salad.
I don't know. It's to me, it's just so whatever.
Toothpaste on there.
Like I'll gladly not have pineapple on pizza. I'll give it up. I've no stake in this war. What kind of
Anthony
salads
Cox.
do you eat? I mean, a salad with pineapple sounds great.
That's pretty good.
That sounds like I would want that.
But
well,
I-
it depends on the dressing, I guess. Like a vinaigrette, that would be good. If it's like blue cheese, then that's weird. Or like ranch, I wouldn't want a pineapple with ranch salad. But like a vinaigrette sounds good.
What?
I want to try strawberries on pizza. I'd try it. I don't know. Like to me, it's like
Ugh.
I'll just try it. Give
You
it a
made
chance.
me throw up.
Just try it.
No. I mean, suck me off. Try it.
Just try my penis, Stefan.
Please.
Just try it. You haven't sucked my dick, so
You don't know if you don't like it or not.
Pennies.
Oh, look, only 950 or 951.
Wow.
No
My-
more Rivals videos. Lol. I mean, I put that. That's a very intentional title
Yes.
because if I put no more Rivals guides video, I say in that I'm like, I'll do Rivals videos still, but not like the same kind. Because I got sick of it. I kind of regret this video, but it is cool to look back at. Like this is me getting in my own head. It's like who cares? Like I realize now it's just make stuff. This doesn't matter. Like talking about I don't know the kind of stuff I will do or whatever. It's just me like processing my own feelings. 2000. Oh, let's look at 2000 subs. This is just a
Oh.
video.
From 2017.
I'm skinny in this one. I'm so much fatter now. I just look beefier.
Yeah. That's just because your man muscles.
My man muscles.
Yeah.
I was so young back in 2017.
You were just a boy. You could break yourself back then. Dang.
Skinny Adam the best Adam? Fat Adam's definitely worse than Skinny Adam. Although Fat Adam gets way more views than Skinny Adam. So there we go.
It's Fat Adam.
2,000 subs. What a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm way better than that piece. His penis is way smaller. than
Exactly.
mine.
This one-
Mine's 10K long.
Yeah, yours is engorged in views.
Oh, this video, dude. I remember this.
Which
So a
one
lot of
is
people
it?
I don't know is I deleted this on accident. It had 6,000 views, which especially for then was a lot.
Yeah.
And I deleted it.
How did you do that?
I did it on accident. I was trying to delete it from a playlist. I put it in one of the wrong playlists. So I was like, oh yeah, delete it, sure. It's like this can't be undone. And I should have realized what that meant, because you can undo a playlist deletion. You put it back in the playlist.
Oh my.
And I deleted it at 6,000 views. I freaked out. I was like, gah. Rivals Direct was great. George, I think, probably messaged me. It's like, hey, we're doing the secret thing. It'll be paid. I got paid to do Rivals Direct.
Getting that Rivals.
Yeah, do you want to do it? I said yes. I signed an NDA. The idea was we want to do an April Fool's video where we're pretending we're releasing the new character, but it's a joke. But then actually release the new character the day after, April 2nd, which is what history shows that did happen. And so yeah, that was super fun to make. I never uploaded Rivals Direct on my channel because the idea is it's on. Let's see what is that at 72K. So technically this would be my best video actually. Since I edited the whole thing. Internet City is favorite. That's a really good one. That's
people like that one.
I love that one. That one was so fun to make. Where'd it go?
Funny.
It's before, I think.
They're right there.
Yeah, it was like right after Rivals Direct.
Okay.
I want to do another type of these.
Oh.
It was so much fun. Like making these was so much fun. Like I just looked up a bunch of different 90s design, 90s art, right?
Yeah.
And I made all of these completely custom, just copying different types of styles. Like triangles is a big thing in the 90s. They loved triangles for whatever reason. And then you get the splatter, think Nickelodeon, the slime, those, these big
or
goofy
Fresh
fonts.
Prince.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince.
The color palette, trying to be as 90s as possible. This was such a fun video to make. This one really what do you call it? I go through these ups and downs with YouTube. I start editing the same thing and I start being I don't even like making YouTube videos anymore. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. But then I have an idea for something experimental and different. And I'm always I have no idea if this is going to do well, right? This is an entirely different type of video for my channel, right? It's me having a serious discussion about Rivals. I'm always interested in game design, even though I don't design games. It's just I play a lot.
Yeah.
I consider myself a game critic. And so, yeah, I definitely want to do more these type of videos. So yeah, wow, this is looking so cool now.
I know.
This is great. This is a good way to end this. It's we're looking inward now.
Yeah, now we're
it's
in
that
the present.
scene in the best movie ever made, The Last Jedi, where Rey looks in the mirror for some reason and she's oh, it turns out I am me.
I'm my own mother.
How do we meet, Stefan?
We met in a filmmaking class, and
what were you majoring in? Were you already I'm gonna be a film man?
I think so. I was just going, okay, I'm deciding to transfer to a 4-year college, and so I just need to do all the 4-year college prerequisites, and I wasn't sure, and it was pretty obvious. Well, I'm not interested in anything else other than doing film, so I should just do that. And so I did that, and we went to we were in the class together, and I already knew people.
Yeah, I didn't know anyone. So I had just gotten out of my relationship, past personal crap, tale as old as time, yada yada. At this point in time, it's such a weird, it's such a deeply personal part, but I don't really care anymore. But it is weird talking about it because it's I feel it dredges up so many questions. But I literally had no friends. I have had a period in my life where I had no friends, and let me tell you, it was bad. It's not great. I understand anybody out there that's like that. I understand that pain. It really sucks to not have. I have my parents, so I wasn't completely without human contact, which is why I didn't shoot anybody.
Yeah, it wasn't quite in incel territory yet.
So it was very lucky for me. That class, I made a lot of friends. That I don't really talk to anymore except Stefan, Emma and Evan and Trevor and is that it?
Jackson.
Yeah, we didn't really become friends in that class. That's just how we met.
Yeah.
And I'll tell my perspective and then you can tell your perspective.
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember you at all in that class that much. First day, I remember seeing Emma and Evan and Trevor and some of the other people in that class. But I don't remember seeing you. Were you there the first day?
Yeah, I was there today.
And what would happen was, we do our first film or whatever. I remember seeing the one you were in. That I did really like it.
The key one.
The key one where you slam your head on the car or whatever.
Yeah.
I was oh, this is really good. I remember speaking about it. I raised my hand to even make a comment about it. I don't know if you remember that.
I remember people liking it, and somebody said something.
Yeah,
I
was.
So I guess that was you.
Yeah, I talked about a specific shot. I was oh, this is really well done. Yada yada. This.
Yeah.
And then you were in another film. I don't know if it was the key one or if it was one after that. But I remember seeing. I was this guy's in everybody's films for some reason.
Yeah.
And then you told me it's because you didn't have a group or something. Your group broke up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, because like I knew Aston. She was there, and then she left in the middle of the semester for whatever reason. Just went dark on me. We had a project to turn in.
Ghosted you. Yeah.
And really weird. But anyway.
So like in film class, right? We assembled groups, just randomly. I don't think there was any organization because Helmer gives 0 fucks.
Yes.
I don't even know if there was like a limit. Like you can have this many people. I don't know.
Whatever. Just turn it in.
Yeah. So like, all of us wanted to do different things. At that point, I wanted to write a lot more than I wanted to edit. But like through that, I figured out like, oh, I really like editing. Because I remember like editing the thing, like I just went in and just did it. Because it's like I see someone else editing, they're really slow at it. I'm like, and I just do it. And so, what do you call it? In I think the final, it wasn't until the final that we worked together.
Yeah.
And the final project, we're like, oh, we need a person to play this role. Or whatever, and then like one of us, I don't remember if it was me or someone else, was just like, this guy's like in everybody's. He's probably open to doing it. And I remember remember so clearly where we're on the steps to like the library.
Yeah.
And we like confront Stefan, like me and the group are like, hey, do you want to do this? And like the way you said yeah was so like not trustworthy at all. You're like, yeah. We're like, so you'll do it, right? Like he's like, oh, yeah. We just didn't believe you. We're like, I don't think this guy's actually gonna do it. But he showed up. And we had him roll around in the dirt.
Yeah. And I wore a really tight shirt.
Yeah.
And I was a country bumpkin.
But then I don't think we really talked at all on set. Yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't talk at all. And
Not
then
until World War Z when I asked for help.
that was before Tough Case?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember it that way at all. I've like blocked World War Z from my memory for some reason.
Yeah, it was that, and then like afterwards, like, oh, I want to bounce back and do something. And then from that, we like Evan was making like Neighborhood Watch, and then like I got the just a hunch, and then that just spawned.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, to rewind. Okay, what was now your impression of me? Did you also just not know who I was?
Well, I needed people. I didn't know anybody.
No, I mean like in class.
Oh, in class, I remember you.
Because like I remember you from the films, but I never appeared in any of our films. I always just
No. I mean,
besides Primetime.
I just remember that you were one of the guys in that group.
Uh-huh.
You were just the group, part of that group. Like there was the old guy group, there was my group, and then there was your group. Like,
So yeah, why did you pick me to help with World War Z then?
I just needed help. I didn't know anybody.
How did you contact me? I don't even remember. How did you
Probably Facebook or
message
something.
me? Facebook? That's so weird.
It was probably
So
Facebook.
old. We're boomers.
Yeah. Because it was like, I was transitioning from like doing high school stuff with just me and like Guzman and some people, and like Julian, he was on Davis, and the other people, they had already been strung out on drugs.
So was I like the only person, one of the few people that said yes? Did you message like a bunch of people?
No, you were just one of the first ones. I don't know why I chose you. I think maybe you were available.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I would have said yes, and I'm assuming other
I think
people.
it was because I was like, oh, I remember liking that guy. He was cool. And then I asked you to do Tough Case because you were there when like I came up with the idea or something, or like I pitched the idea to you.
Yeah, because I worked with Evan.
Yeah. So you knew what I was lampooning.
Yeah.
Mr. Evan Morton.
Yeah. So then, so Stefan worked on Tough Case.
And that was like pretty much it afterwards.
Yeah, that's just when we became friends.
Because it was like,
how did I finagle my way to become editor? Or did you need me to edit? Were you like, I need an editor, I want someone to edit? I don't remember how that
well, it was just like,
because I helped on set a bunch.
Yeah, it was mostly just like, I'm just gonna make it really shitty intentionally. I'm just gonna get like my camcorder that I have and just do it myself. But then Jackson's like, no, I have a camera, we can film it. Like, all right. And then you're like, I like this idea too, I'll edit it. Like, all right. So it was just like, I would be okay with doing anything, but people wanted to help. So I was like, okay, like I just need you there on the day. But yeah, so through that, it turned out way better than it probably would have been with everybody else's help.
Yeah, I just remember back then, like, I just would edit something. I don't know. How did I get the files, I guess? I don't know. But, like, that was my technique. I was just like, I'm just going to do it.
Oh, yes, this reveal. This reveal is still great.
It's so good.
It's like, is it going to be him? Is it? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
He went there. That's right. There's me.
Did you write a script? You wrote a script, right?
Yeah, I wrote a script.
Did I read it? Did I edit it at all?
No, I remember not.
I just know that I came up with you saying Tough Case. I'm just curious if that was in writing or if that was on set.
That was on set.
Okay.
That was like, I was like, I don't know. That sounds kind of dumb.
Too on the nose. I was like, you gotta say it.
Yeah,
say
yeah.
Tough Case.
People love it when I say Tough Case.
You're still getting called?
Who's calling me? That was Brandon.
Right? Ooh, I want to see new Western movie English 2019 full-length movies.
my
action
God.
Hollywood. Wait, no. We gotta see this. What even is this? Am I gonna get a virus from YouTube? What the fuck is this?
What?
Is this a parody? New Western movie English 2019 full-length movies action Hollywood.
What?
What a title. Did a robot create this?
What?
What is this? Are these robots commenting as well?
It's just
Is this all just robots, right?
It's
a movie made by robots for robots. Do I read every comment? Yes. I don't respond to every comment, but I do read every comment. What I've learned now, too, is getting into this slightly higher tier, is YouTube stops notifying me. Like, I used to be every comment would just, I'd get a beep on my phone, but it doesn't, I sometimes get to the point where it doesn't tell me anymore. So I do have to check. If I don't read a comment, it's not for a lack of trying, but I do check my comments on the reg. And I try to respond to as many as I can. As many as I can come up with a reply. Like if I don't respond to a comment, it's because I don't know what to say.
When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Raster?
Alrighty, thank you so much everyone for tuning in and getting us to 10K. I really never thought we'd get this far. It's like surreal. It's very bizarre to think about like thousands of people watch us. You know that? Tens of thousands of people.
They say, hey, that's a funny.
Yeah, they go, haha, click. Oh, here's some porn.